Welcome to Rick Snider's Washington on YouTube, where you get the whole story. So please like, share, subscribe, comment, and hit the thanks button. Who's going to be the Washington Commanders' next head coach? I tell you what, I think it comes down to the interviews, and I don't think that there's a set leader per se that is a given. Listen, they got 5 guys in there. They're interviewing Monday and Tuesday. All 5 have good resumes. There's nobody that's like so much better than the other. So then it comes down to who does GM Adam Peters and owner Josh Harris like the most. And I think, the one clue that we have about this process is Peters saying that he wants a leader as a coach, not necessarily the offensive or defensive masterminds. Okay, so if we look at leadership on this kind of thing, I looked at the 5 candidates they have, and I would think the strongest leader, maybe it's Dan Quinn because of his experience, and he's been a former head coach. I just don't think they'll go with Quinn because a fan outrage would be there. Like, it's Ron Rivera again. They want a fresh, young guy. So really, I think it comes down to Mike McDonald of Baltimore and Ben Johnson of Detroit. And I think as a leader, you want a lion in the room. You want the guy that's going to come in there and say, follow me, we're going into battle. And by the way, Washington, all of you, you're right behind me. Here we go too. You want somebody to lead. And that's been a rare quality for a head coach. I know that doesn't sound right, but it's true. And I've covered, I think, 12 coaches now in Washington. A guy like Norv Turner comes in. He's a great coordinator, but he wasn't the leader, of people. Marty Schottenheimer wasn't a bad leader of his team, but overall, the city couldn't wrap around him. He really balked when the 9/11 thing happened. It was like, I don't want any part of this. The only one I've really seen was Joe Gibbs. Joe Gibbs, especially after Sean Taylor's death, was a perfect leader of everyone on there. And that's how it works. Mike Tomlin won the interview. He won the job. Those kind of things. So I write about it on Odyssey.com, 1067 The Fan. You should go read it. But if I looked at who are these leadership things, maybe it's McDonald over Johnson. We'll see. I'm Rick Snider. We'll be talking about it a lot next day or so. See you soon.